Good afternoon, everyone. Benicio del Toro. I promoted this as Father Ryan and Sister Cheryl. I don't know why I get to be a father and you get to be a sister, but I didn't want to go Brother Ryan and Sister Cheryl because that would be the complete wrong message. I didn't know if it would be like anachronistic if I were to tidy up the wrinkles on this thing or what.
No, it should be disgusting.
Okay, perfect. Really? It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. If you caught us last time, and I hope you didn't miss the last stream, it was me yelling at Overwatch for an hour in the other room. So that was riveting viewing. Here's a hot tip if you ever want to live stream, if you're goofing around with OBS. Don't map start streaming to a really obscure keystroke, because one day you're just going to sit on your keyboard and enter that keystroke and then accidentally start streaming. And who knows what's going to be going on at that point. Thank goodness it was only me dropping many, many F-bombs at Overwatch. Come at me, Jeff. I'm sure he watches these live streams with a rapt interest, like, what's Creighton going to say this time? I bet I'll send my goons around. Not that Jeff Bezos has goons. He definitely has goons. Anybody with that much money has goons. That's nice that Amazon gives you the option to just give someone 1 penny. Well, I mean, I think they take more than 1 penny. See, it's true trickle-down economics. So they get a certain amount of what you spend, and then 1 penny just sort of like drips through the bottom of the funnel and reaches us. And what do we spend those pennies on? Games!
Fine art is great, but why does it have to have so many butts? I've taken the liberty of removing the butts from these paintings so they can be enjoyed by everyone. The videos I make are fine art too. You can help me make them by going to patreon.com/knightsaroundatable. And I can promise you this, my art contains no butts.
I've set up an expansion thing. Don't be afraid. Already, I can feel Cheryl's butthole clench. The worst thing when you're setting up a game like this is monk sleeves. You don't want monk sleeves when you're playing board games. Oh my gosh. Just like 5 minutes to go with the stream, and I was just like, oh, I just got to reach this for a second. Smear. You need those straps that you use on your pants when cycling. Yeah, to keep the mud off my robe. I don't want to pull them up too far because I know nobody's bought tickets to the gun show. I didn't issue them. We'll leave that for another stream. We'll do a muscles reveal. It will be anticlimactic and it won't be worth your time or attention. Great. Back to this. What we're going to do is we're going to play Orléans. We're going to play Orléans with Prosperity. And then we're going to have a tortuous snack. No guesses. She's seen the snack bag, so she doesn't get to guess.
I don't remember, though.
Excellent.
I don't have as good a memory as I used
and
to.
Why a tortuous snack? Because Orléans takes place in the Middle Ages, and there is actually a mechanic in the game called torture. There's different draws of resources and money, and anytime you can't pay, for every one thing you can't pay, you got to lose something valuable. They call it torture in the game because, thematic. I put that this version involves a lot of plague and torture, and then I put hashtag couple goals on Twitter, and I hope that people aren't misunderstanding. Doesn't matter. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's me. Don't be looking at the camera. What are you doing looking at the camera? Those are my cards.
Oh, you're right.
What are you doing? Stop looking.
I was focusing
I was
focusing on the comments.
Okay.
That's fine.
We need more carpenters in France, basically. There's like one guy for the entire country. Bit short-sighted. And you know, in medieval times, they were known for their foresight planning and just basically having it all together. Once you start relying on the content that you create, as much as I abhor the term content creator, you realize the stupid stuff that you have to do just because it gets you more eyeballs. So one of the stupid things that I've recently had to do is I've had to take all my nice pristine thumbnails that looked all uniform and cool, and there's a lot of pink going on and a lot of me making idiotic faces and like, you know, and all that stupid YouTube noise. But in doing that, and I hate that it works, but in doing that, my click-through rate has gone up. Maybe some of them are a bit more amusing than my standard fare. You dropped my card, it's gone forever.
No, it can't be gone forever. The floor
is lava. And I will point out, if you can hear our furnace, it's because we didn't shut it off this time because it's so cold outside that Cheryl's worried that in the few hours that it's off, our pipes will freeze and our house will explode.
I'm not worried about pipes freezing so much as little rodents. We have hamsters.
We have small creatures in the house. So
they're desert animals. They can't be cold.
Your monk suit noises are cracking me up. Is it very rustly? Is that why? We should have made it out of burlap.
Burlap. That would have been really comfortable for you.
This is I know, eh? We should have made a proper hair shirt. Burlap, oh dear, a bit chafy. Yes, a wee bit. A wee bit chafy. That's the slogan when they advertise burlap robes in the Sears catalog. Stylish for fall, but a wee bit chafy. The vineyard.
You're a vineyard.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Hwata! The brewery. It's a shrubbery. Notice this, when I wrap my fingers on the table, Cheryl's camera goes all like goofy. It's,
No, don't
it's
do
like
that.
it's like Waning Garth's
No.
flashback animation. Monk up the jam. Monk it up.
And monks don't give me anything.
While the plague is raging. No, they're wild.
Monks are wild.
Monks are wild. Look at that. We're already through an Xth of the game. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a monk war.
Monk robe sweating?
Don't tickle me.
I'm checking if you're monk sweating.
Why would you do that? Here, let's check your armpits and see if you're sweating. Does that feel good? My husband used to work for Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh my gosh. Did you totally know? And of course, Radical Dream, your husband knew this already, and you might already know what I'm going to say. But there is a Mandela effect thing going on with Publishers Clearinghouse. Remember, Publishers Clearinghouse was the thing where Ed McMahon, he used to be co-host of The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. He used to, and the host of Star Search, he used to go around to people's doors with a giant check, and that was the whole deal with Publishers Clearinghouse, is people would win these big check contests. Well, would it blow your mind to learn that Ed McMahon never actually did that, ever, in his life? Because he was not the spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh, no, wait. He was the spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse, but Publishers Clearinghouse did not send him around with gigantic cartoon checks. It was a competitor that did that, and Ed McMahon never did it. And he himself, I think, has been interviewed, and he's like, yeah, I did that, but he was like an old man at the time. Yeah, Ed McMahon, not the guy with the giant checks. I used to be in video games, but I was on the casual side, so I would go, look, we can see Cheryl's bald spot. No, just kidding, you don't have a bald spot.
What?
Oh, no, but I want to go up there, too.
Once you played it, it's in.
No,
That's what you told me.
I'm figuring it out. Hold on.
That's what you told me.
I hadn't decided yet. Gee whiz.
It was so annoying.
Crawl out of my crawl. Okay, now this is the last round before we have a special tortuous snack time on the Nice Round Table stream. Are you ready? So first we're going to do Plague. So draw somebody and keep it in your hand. We're going to reveal on camera.
I don't like this.
I know this is very bad. Who's gonna die?
No.
Who's gonna die? I know, some games hit different during COVID, don't they? Is it gonna be Grandma? Or is it gonna be the boss I don't like? Not that I want either of those people to die, but
Okay.
I'm just saying if I had to pick. Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3. Wow!
I knew it. I knew it was going to be in my lazy.
Oh God, says the game designer. Sorry, you jumped in at a really good spot. Oh, we lost a grandmother. Oh, great. What? Really? In the storm? What are we even talking about?
You were talking about losing grandmothers.
Yes.
during X.
Oh, that's right.
So I'm hoping that's a joke.
I don't know. I can't tell. Send us an emoji. If it's a sad face, we'll know you're telling the truth. No, it was okay. We lost power for a few days. This is during the storm. And cooked on the wood stove. Take you back to your roots. That's real Canadian living. The game designer's in place where they have a concept called storm chips. So when a storm's coming, everybody goes to the grocery store. And they got your storm chips? Yeah, so they just buy potato chips because that's one of the comforts.
I'm shipping.
All right, ship.
I shipped my meatballs.
Yeah, I shipped my meatballs. I shipped my pants.
So I can move it. What do I got?
You got...
River yarn?
River yarn.
All right, here we go.
You're going to have to dry it out over the next couple of days, but great. A tortuous snack. What do I mean by that? Cheryl?
Yes, darling?
Can you think of any candy that was the total bomb to eat when you were a kid, but you'd never eat it as an adult because in hindsight you realize it's gross? I mean, that describes a whole bunch of candy.
A lot of candy.
It's a lot of candy. Hold on. Maybe I need to be more specific. Can you think of one that involved more saliva than many other candies? No. I mean, there's suckers. You're running around with this licked sucker with like dust and cat hair sticking to you the whole time.
Fun Dip?
You're darn right. Fun Dip. Who would eat Fun Dip in their 40s? Yeah, so Fun Dip, if you don't know, it's 3 pouches of powdered colored sugar, flavored sugar, and you've got a hard candy stick, and you're supposed to lick it, wet it with your saliva.
So gross.
Now that I'm describing it. It was incredible. It was incredible when you were 7. You're supposed to lick this stick and stick it in the powdered sugar and then lick that off. And then when you're done with all the powdered sugar, I don't know why you couldn't just, but anyway, like a big, thick, 4-inch wide pixie stick. Anyway, you do that with the candy, lick it all off. The thing's getting grosser and grosser as you go. And then when you're done, eat this gross, thoroughly licked piece of candy. Ew. So today's snack.
Don't tell me we're sharing fun dip.
We're not sharing fun dip. We had babies together.
Yeah, I know. I love you, but I don't know if I love you that much.
What we're eating together. I have the video evidence to prove that, in fact, you did.
Pixie showed.
What we're eating today takes the fun dip concept into a thoroughly disgusting new territory.
Good.
Yes. Let's talk about something else that you don't like in the snack food realm.
That I personally don't like?
Something that you don't like so much that it's not enough that you're not eating it, but I'm not allowed to eat it either. That's how much you despise this snack.
Oh, your Dinamitas?
Right, so I like these rolled...
Oh, they're horrible.
Rolled Doritos called Dinamitas.
The whole air is, like, acrid, and it burns your nose hairs. It's so bad.
Scrumptious, love them. They're fantastic.
It's so bad.
No, they're the best. They're the best snack. Now,
no, like, you come into the basement and you're like, oh, you've been eating Dinamitas. Oh, like, and your eyes start watering, and you have to run from the room. They're that bad.
That's good snacking. Dinamitas are a Doritos take on another snack food called...
Takis?
Yeah, Takis, right? So Takis are just like the rolled tortillas dipped in... I find the flavors in Takis are a little bit too much. They're not delicious. I find Dinamitas are very delicious.
Smoke alarm.
Takis are a little bit... I don't know, the flavors are kind of funky. I don't take them. But what if, Cheryl...
No.
What if they combined the disgusting saliva situation with Fun Dip, but the candy inside was spicy and the flavor of horrible Takis? That's right, today's snack is going to be Takis Fun Dip, everybody. I've got 2 packs we don't have to share. Ooh, look who's jealous. Holy shoot. Yeah, that's right. Which one would you like? So the powder inside...
Can I mail it?
To a viewer?
Yes.
No, you're not going to pass the buck on this one. This is it. You didn't even eat.
Let's mail it.
You didn't even eat all of your Turkish delight. You're not getting out of this one.
Oh no,
Oh, it's red.
I have to eat this.
Man.
Okay, let me smell it first because I don't do well with spicy stuff.
Whew.
I am like Irish and Ukrainian. We're like potatoes and butter people. We're not spicy people.
Look at that. There's your little lollipop. Your lollipop, you get it all wet. And we gotta do it at the same time.
I have to smell it.
Smell yours.
No,
Don't
I
smell
want to
mine.
open it. Did you lick it?
I thought we were dipping the rolled Doritos in the Fun Dip. No, this is a lollipop. I don't know if the lollipop is spicy, but it's some kind of candy. The hard candy that's rolled thin and then it's wound around the stick, and then we dip it into spicy. I don't know if it's going to be sugary. I don't know. Calories 70.
It smells like chili powder.
It does. Sugar, corn syrup, chili pepper is the third ingredient. Step one, lick it. Ready? And it can't be like we're both going to jump in the water at the same time and then you bail and leave me to jump in the water. Okay, ready? Here, let's cross arms.
I have to lick it?
Yeah.
Cross our arms. What is this?
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, that's spicy.
Yeah. Oh, it got right into my nose immediately. But that's just to prime the pump. You got to get it all horky. Like, I'm not trying to mock anybody's culture here or nothing, but like, this kind of treat ain't my bag. It's creeping up my nasal passages. Oh!
My tongue is still burning from the first one.
It's not sweet. Let me just tell you, it's like, I thought it'd be like sweet and spicy. It's like chili pepper, and like there's definitely an undercurrent of lime. It doesn't taste like any Takis. It does, actually. It tastes like those, the lime Taki flavor. Lime and spice. Oh, HQ Game Lab lived in Mexico for 2 years. My wife's Latina to boot. Does your wife want one of these? I can ship her this one.
No.
Oh, it's got a real citrusy kick to it. Ah.
Yeah.
What is the candy stick made of? I'm going to crunch it. Hold on. Oh, no, it's lollipop. Wow. What a weird... This might...
Do you ever get normal snacks?
I'm going to save this for later. What do you got in that bottle? Is it Diet Coke?
Sponsored by water.
Oh, water. Hey. I've got other stuff. I cannot tell you how delicious it is. I really recommend it. Water...
And also tea.
Water. Get that tea out of here. Talk about disgusting snacks. Listen, my insides are going, no, what did you just do to me? Orleans.
I'm done my...
Orleans.
all my turns.
Orleans. Okay.
No.
Game designer, hit us with some of those Cthulhu Jolene lyrics.
You miss karaoke.
I do miss karaoke tremendously. Of all the things I miss, and it's not many from, the long ago, the pre-COVID times, karaoke's the thing I think I'm desperately missing the most.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Your teeth are sharp, your mouth agape, your claws are in flesh, there is no escape from the judgment of the Eldritch One, Jolene. If you use TikTok, please follow the Knights Around the Table account on TikTok, because I'm trying to get to 1,000. You can go live. I'm only at like 500 right now, but if I hit 1,000, then I'm going to like shock everyone and just do keyboard nights and be like, what does this have to do with board games? Nothing. What'd you get? Oh, brocade, nice.
Fabric.
5 points. Fabric. That's another Canadian. We tell too many Canadian jokes.
That's a Toronto in joke.
Toronto street joke, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a fabric warehouse, and they have a barker at the corner of College and Spadina, and he's
Queen and
Spadina, and he's constantly like, yeah, we got 2 for 1, 2 for 1 off fabric. You can get a 20% off fabric. He says it that way. He spins a sign. He's hilarious. One time I passed him. I was walking down the street. He's like, 2 for 1, you get 2 for 1. You get 20% off. You come to the fabric warehouse, you get 20% off. I was like, 20% off on what? He goes, fabric. Give you a little grin. Oh,
Listen to that tummy. Maybe I should order some pizza.
No, maybe you should nip around the corner and get Ryan's favorite snack ever. Only chili cheese Fritos can save me now, Cheryl.
Oh.
That's not a chili cheese Fritos loving face.
No.
No. I've taken the last monk. There's the face I'm looking for. Your turn. Cats. I was in a musical one time. I'm a theater kid. This is a true story. Cheryl's acting like it's not.
Oh, you weren't in Cats, were you?
I was, but listen. I was in Cats. I was in a stage production out of a town next door called Whitby. Whitby is like the Shelbyville to Oshawa, Springfield. We were going to do a review. No narrative, you just sing a bunch of songs and then everybody goes home. So we do this show. And they had no plot. They had nothing to string the songs together. So I was into improv at the time. So I was just like on the stage, like quipping and riffing with the mostly younger kids in the youth group. Actually, I think I was the oldest person in the youth group, which is not a great place to be. They thought, I know, we'll make Ryan like the centerpiece of the show, and he'll just like quip with the kids. He's saying all this funny stuff in rehearsal. I was just being a clown. So we'll like make that the show. And I'm like, what am I though? Like I'm just a guy. I'm just some 16-year-old like glib idiot on the stage quipping, and they're like, no, the director's like, we're gonna build a tube. I said, you're gonna do what? Because we're gonna build a tube, we're gonna put you in the tube and cut a hole for you to stick your face through. I'm like, well, what am I? He goes, you're just like a guy in a tube. I'm like, no, that's not a thing. There's no guys in tubes. Like, yeah, you're a guy in a tube in the dead center of the stage. So I got my face sticking through this tube, and as kids come on, I'm just like, I don't even know and they wanted me to take all this really cringy stuff I said in rehearsal, goofing around with the kids, and make those like the lines of the actual show. Again, because they were too cheap to buy a Samuel French set of books and license a proper musical or something. So here I am singing Edelweiss, never having seen The Sound of Music. And I sang The Way We Were, I think, like as a joke, like the first stanza of The Way We Were by Barbra Streisand. And they ended up calling it Cats. They called the show Cats with the K. And we're like, what is that?
Oh, like, God, right.
Right. They were like, we have the show title. We're like, what is it? They're like, Cats. We're like, you can't call the show Cats. We're like, no, check it out. Cats with a K. We're like, what is that supposed to be? They're like, kid actors that sing. This is now the worst show we've all ever been in simultaneously. Hands down, nothing can top how brutal this show is, right? We don't want our parents to come. We don't want any of this to happen, but we're doing this. So we go and we do this show, and our friend Julian, one of the cast members, is just like, man, you guys making rehearsal for kid actors that suck? Kid actors that suck. So yeah, I was in Cats. Somebody gonna die today. Who's it gonna be? 1, 2, 3. Whoosh.
No.
Oh, I don't have too many more community theater stories. I wasn't in too much community theater. I was only in 2 other shows beyond those 2. In one show...
I got it. I'm good.
Hey. In one show, I played the illustrious role of second boy. It was the kind of like, the Oshawa Little Theater is kind of like certain churches where there are presiding families and those families' children get the plum rolls and then everybody else gets second boy. In the in-person group I used to be in, there was one guy who wouldn't get invited for certain games because they didn't want super long time for his plays. You know what? Are you sure that, are you not talking about me? I think I've been disinvited A friend of mine, he had a Lacerda game set up on his table. I said, oh, what's this game? And the guy's like, oh, this is just something we're playing on the weekend. Yeah, just leave the room, don't look. Totally understand the competitive nature of board gaming, but I feel like chatting and laughing is basically the reason to game in the first place. For me, it is. That's why I game.
I agree.
We're
getting together, right? It's
we don't
like
drink.
Yeah.
Because it used to be like before board games is like, let's get together and drink. And if you didn't drink, you weren't invited to things because that's all people did was just to drink. And it's like, can we watch a movie? Oh, movies are boring. Let's drink. Yeah, when we were younger. Now that we're old, boring farts. That's hard. It's a hard last turn. It's a hard last turn.
For you.
So that guy's going to go there.
What do you go there? We're in the middle of playing.
I know.
Not planning.
I messed up. I messed up.
You can't.
No, it's fine.
No, put it back the way it was.
Okay. No, it's good.
You said to me.
Yes.
Earlier in the game, like round 2.
Yes, what did I say in round 2?
Once you put it when you were planning, it's good. And I had wanted to change it, but I was like, okay, he's being a stickler. And now,
no, that's not
round,
how. Not at all.
Clarified.
Not at all.
The people know.
The way that I remember it is you messed up and wanted to move things around, and I said, sure, that's okay. That's how I remember it.
No, we were planning, and you said, in this game, once you've put it, and I said, well, what if I put them here? And you were like, no, they're on the board.
I do remember saying that,
However, rules are broken if it's Ryan.
That's right. Next question.
Divorce.
What I'm trying to do... No. What I'm trying to do is lose less. That's all I'm trying to accomplish here.
Okay,
but if
for the record.
When I lose, I just don't want... I want to lose by 2 points less, is all I'm saying. Okay, back to you.
Oh my god, I did the wrong thing.
And that's it, c'est tout. All right, are you ready? So for goods... You had 19 and I had 15.
Yep.
What'd you get?
32.
Holy crap, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, man, did I get snookered. 32 points. I only had 20.
What? I thought you must have had big cards over there.
No, I was just doing dorky little ones because I'm a dork.
14.
14. I had 23, but that's not going to make the difference at all. 93. Aye, Chihuahua. 74. Boo. All right. Cheryl, time to bang some pots. You did it. And you did it in a big way. Look at that spread. Holy crap. Holy crap. Thank God we didn't put any money on this one. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Orléans. I hope you've had a chance to try this game. I quite like... Not anymore. I mean, it's dead to me and I'll never touch it again. But before this playthrough, I quite liked this game and I would have recommended it to you. You know what? I still will, as long as you don't play against Cheryl.
Did you just watch that whole thing? Oh, hey, to 100% this video, click the badge to subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications when I've got new stuff.